Guys, welcome back to my space. This is Vicorial_space coming your way once again. And please be guided. This is just a reaction video. We react on issues that are out there already in the YouTube community. And we analyze it and we tell it the way it is with no bias. So here we go. And today's episode, it's about the loose man, Machete Man in the village that is going on Rampage. And this will bring in Gentoo. And we will also have to reconnect it back to his past violence in that community. And after that, we'll also have to talk about the daughter, Deemon, the Jamaican beloved sister in which all the Jamaicans adore. They adored her. They gave her everything. Love. They took her around anytime she was there. She was just like a family. But now she turned back. So this is where the story is going to take us to, and from this probably with others in mind too, other small miscellaneous stories happening there that also need some small attention. So this is where our story starts today. So guys, let's hit the road and watch my space. Thank you guys. So Machete Man and a Gentoo has really been, rocking head over head. But I tell you first, let me show a little clip of it, how it started. Then probably from there we take over, and from there we take over, and then we see exactly where that all this story is really coming out. Because we really need to get it out and let everybody at least have a clear view, a clear idea. I know it has been analyzed many times by other content creators. So I also want to bring a little bit of it, and let's see where to start. So, so this the beginning of the scuffle, and this happened right at G Castle. That's Gentoo's new castle. So, but the thing is that it's not really clear if these people were real police officers, because as Gentoo claimed, as the people that were there on ground claim, what's that? They didn't come with any uniform. They had nothing with them apart from the GUN and with Machete Man in their company that showed them this is the house. And also tell them this guy is strong. I told you before. And gave them orders on what to do to Gentoo. And you can imagine if he himself had the GUN in his hand. Guys, what do you think could have happened? It could have been fatal. It could have been a story for everyone. It could have bring tears. It could have been something that could have broken a family. But all the same, we're glad that there were cameras there. So that is the power of the cameras. That's the power of YouTube. Because everything seen, there are always people ready to bring out their phone and start recording it. Because without this recording, then probably we wouldn't have had any knowledge. We would have just think, oh, it's just a hearsay. Oh, Gentoo is just talking. Oh, people are just talking. We wouldn't have known the extent of that fight that they both had. It wasn't even a fight. He was in his own premises, in his property, and somebody else invaded his property without a proper identification of who they were or what they were there for. If they were to be arrested, they're supposed to have been issued with an arrest warrant. They're supposed to, have gone there with an arrest warrant and bring out the identity card and said, hey, Gentoo, this is who we are. This is our identity card. And we also have this for you. And probably Gentoo would have had a look at it and would have been satisfied. But they had no uniform. And you guys know exactly what it is in many places when people just show up and said, oh, we're police. Plain uniform. Even sometimes they even have uniform. They're all rogues. They're all rogue policemen. And at the end, there are people that go and they never come back home. They said, oh, the police arrested them. And you go to the station, they said, oh, we let him go. Oh, he's gone since. And they will never see their beloved ones back home again. So probably this could have been the fate of Jane if Jane had accompanied them there, had accompanied them, without knowing exactly who they were. But with what he heard from Machete Man saying, shoot him, shoot him, that was enough for him to have realized it's better here in my home than outside where I will not have anybody to accompany me to know where I would have been taken to. So, but with this scenario, who do we have here? A machete man. We have a monster in that community. There is a monster placed in that community. And this monster will continue terrorizing the community if he's not being reprimanded. And I keep wondering sometimes because when you look at, revive back a lot of history, stories of where he's been coming from. If you guys remember from when we heard how he tied Mora up and dropped his head down and he slept overnight, a child of 11 or 10 years by then. What on earth could he have done to have deserved that? So when you see a man that can do that to a child, talk less of an adult, man, that means an adult don't even stand a chance. So it's really, really difficult to understand who this guy is, who this monster is in that community. It's really difficult. I can also understand why Kuhera Senior had to run when he took away the wife and the son. And probably that's why his own father, Kohera's father, said, don't go, because they all knew him as to be a man of violence. And that part of him remained inside him for the rest of his life up to his old age life. Because if it was something for him to have stopped, he would have stopped. But probably he's not really okay. He needs help. He needs a psychological help, a psychological evaluation to determine what type of help that should be given to him. Because you cannot go like this on Rampage in a small, quiet village, destabilizing the lives of people living that has been living there in peace before you arrived. So this is an alarming situation there. It calls for caution. It calls for the people there to stand up to defend themselves because it's not going to continue like this. So now I still play another clip of from what Chintu said because I'm just not able to understand why this should have gone continued for so long.
They're going to be trespassing to this kind of the site. You are illegally, and before an appointment, you are illegally trespassing to my position. So whoever is coming here, make sure that you are making an appointment, whether you are a police or you are who. So that is the fact. So
well, here Chintu decided for now.
Any kind of a time for me to run. So I ran from home.
Here Chintu decided that from now, any person that comes there, whether you are a police or whoever, you have to be able to identify yourself. If you have an arrest warrant, fine. But outside that, you're a trespasser. And when that happens, if you trespass on somebody's property, man, anything can happen. Because if everybody has to go the same route that Machete Man is going, then it will be a difficult place to live in. That place will be another. We all know how these things can go because when this one hole, the GUN did, the other one hole, the GUN. And what do you expect? Then at the end, the whole, there's a grand complot, the whole embryonion that will wrap up or rapture, will come into rapture in that very small village. A village so blessed, a village that so many people loved and are supporting and supporting and are always ready to help them. Why can't people, be wise enough to show their donors, this, cooperation, living in peace at least, and let these donors continue supporting them. This is what they miss. It's a common sense. It's a common sense, a common psychology that you can even use in gaining more. But what do? You use it in fighting each other. Whoever wants to get better. And one said, no, why should you get better? Because for Mora and the family, they want to be the only rich people of Yabo Hansen. That's all they wanted. And they always said it too. So it's a difficult thing, situation here. And we can also remember the problem with Alex too, how they almost eliminated, tried to unalive him by climbing on his chest, tying his legs and his hand up, the same con, the same machete man. It was in the middle. We also not even talking about the mother, how he broke the wife half hand so, and she was on POP for maybe more than 2 or 3 months. And yet the children couldn't say what because it looks like they're still afraid of him. Probably even more after the trauma as a child growing up till today. He's still afraid of this guy, still afraid of Machete Man. How can someone live like this? Like you're living with a demon in your midst. It is incredible. It is a real telenovela story that is there right in that village. A story that will need to be rewritten and will also can also be used in the theater. In the theaters to dramatize, to show people what that really happened to this community some years back, but because this thing draws back from when Machete Man took Madame Esther from a coherent senior. So from that period, the drama started from that period and up till today, it hasn't ended. It's even escalating into something else. My God, who does that? Who knows how it's going to end? Because sometimes we look at it, we can't be laughing at it, but it's a very risky situation there. This situation there is it's very serious, probably worse than we're just looking. Because what's happening here is that when something like this happens, instead for them to look for a way, a legal way, or if that police station has been so corrupted by this family, why don't you go to another police station, maybe somewhere, a provincial headquarters, and said, this is what is happening. The local police here, they have been bought over by this family. So anytime there's any problem, even if we go there to complain, we might also turn out to be the victim. They can also arrest us. Make your statements, make your complaint known, wide and known. But it seems most times they prefer to come to the YouTube world to let it complain. And what can we do? We are here to analyze, as usual. We are here to analyze the show, and put it out there. And let's see exactly if there are still ways for us to, chip in some 1 or 2 words just to help them. Because you never have to give up, trying to help somebody who is a little bit slow in waking up to help himself. And nobody wants to wait and see until somebody is gone before you say something. So this is exactly where it is. But I'm also going to play a little clip of the last discussion with Jane to what he said here. So you guys can listen here. Let's see.
So the fact is they came and I was not given any kind of arrest warrant. I was not given any kind of the summoning. So the fact is they never should tell you that you have arresting warrant. Yeah, that you have this. Yeah. The fact is, if I could have been given a warning or an alert, yeah, that you're gonna be getting a summon or maybe somewhere, like you can be given a letter for the summon. Yeah, yeah. You understand? And you don't appear where you are told that you have to be summoned from there. Yeah. And you find that the same letter of the summon always written that failure to this, now we can come with force. You understand? Yeah. But now I've never been given the summon. And I've never been given with any kind of letter that maybe you are needed somewhere, maybe you are needed here or there. But the fact is, whenever they approached, they greeted us, and I think about they want to be sitting down so as you can discuss. So I saw the gentlemen; they were not they were still standing still, and I heard the conductor talking about arrest this kind of a stupid boy, shoot him, and shoot. If you're gonna be scared, talking about you're gonna be not shoot him. We're gonna be getting the case in front. You understand? And the case will be done in front. So I talked about this kind of the people, they never come with peace. So I have to alliteratively now act as I am. I asked them, where is the, what's the problem? They told me that the case is in front. I told them, where is the case?
So, guys, this is where we are. The case is in the front. The case is in the front. No arrest warrant. Nothing. And what did Machete Man said? Shoot him. What did man said? He gave a tall order. This is a tall order. You guys can hear from Gentle Smart. I'm not the one that said it here. From Gentle Smart. That's a tall order. You're ordering somebody that you brought there and claim to be an officer without uniform, without police arrest warrant, without identification, his personal identification, nothing. And the next thing you're saying, he should. So, guys, it's something beyond a human comprehension. And they will just wish this man should wise up and leave these kids to grow. These kids are kids that could have been his own children. Allow them to grow, to see the daylight. You have even lived longer than most of their parents are gone and no more because of this illicit drinks that this same con man has, corrupted this maize or whatever, or sugar cane that they use in brewing this sort of concoction that is taking most of them away, cutting their life short. So it's mind-boggling, but we don't know how long this is going to continue because the one of Alex, we saw how it ended. That even Deemon sat wherever she was that period, whether she was in Jamaica, that she was even offering only 3,000 shillings. And what's 3,000 shillings? 20 something USD. For your father to have beat up somebody, climb the person's chest, match the chest until the guy was almost passing out and they overpowered him, beat the hell out of him, tied his legs, his hands, and as if that wasn't enough, they failed to file charges because if charges were filed, at least he could have been reprimanded. He could have been allowed on bail with a condition that anytime, if he ever does that, that he'll face a trial or jail penalty. At least that warning probably could have kept him off, could have stopped him from attempting what he's just done now to Jintu. It's unbelievable that in modern society of today, that things like this can happen. And I start wondering whether in that part of the world, in Korea, any other hands, are they not part of Kenya? Or is there a law separating them? Or are they part of Tanzania? Or what? Because they don't seem to be having any help from the federal. And the local police are just in the pockets of just one family. Mind boggling. What can we see? We thought we've seen it all. We haven't really seen anything. So on that, that is over. And let me see, because I will now probably go to another episode. Let's see.
Tell me what is the problem. They never talked about it. I told them, give me the arrest warrant. If you don't have the arrest warrant, you're gonna strive with me here. Give me the arrest warrant. They talked about you are hesitating. I talked about I don't even know you. So for the best moment is and they were in civilian? In civilian. They and never showed me their own IDs. Even they never identified the ID. They never identified themselves. So they came and talked about we are here to take you to the DCI and you have some cases to answer. I asked them which kind of a case. And why are you not having the arrest warrant? You understand? Yeah. And I talked about you are just joking with my life. Yeah. And the best moment is I started talking about you can never arrest me while I don't see anything. I don't see identifications. I don't see. And the majority man behind is talking about shoot him, shoot him. So how can I declare myself so as I can just accompany these people? Yet I'm hearing the person who has brought them to shoot him. So how is my life going to be? It's like you have bring the people now to shoot me from my home. Yeah. So what about if they take me far away from my home? What are they going to do with me? You know very well, Kenya, the CIA take people and they disappear. Like exactly, they disappear. So yeah, it's called abduction. So the fact is, I cannot render this kind of the stupid allegations which are not even coming to my own eyesight and talk about this kind of the I dealt with.
Oh, guys, you guys hear that? That sometimes they can just come and take you, and the next thing you hear, the person has disappeared, and that is abduction. This happen everywhere. In most places, sometimes it happens. Only that you just have to watch your steps and you know where you're going to, who you're going with, if it's really worth it, or if there's a paper to read, or your family must accompany you because most times they don't want your family to accompany you. Because if in his own premises you're ordering the people you brought in and claimed to be police to shoot, then along the road where there's nobody with the guy, what would have happened to him? So he was right. He got a tingle and knew I have to defend myself. So I think that was exactly what happened. But outside that, guys, we're also going to, let's see, what do I have here now? Now, what I have here now today and right now, we'll go over tomorrow. So let's see here.
I've been reacting to myself. I don't know what I've eaten. I keep reacting, like I feel something. I'm scratching myself. And like today, I'm trying to think, what have I eaten? Just a banana. I keep reacting. I don't know what that could be. I think I need to do some blood test to see why sometimes I want to scratch myself, especially on my this thigh. Yes, I don't know why. And the other time it was on this side. Now I feel it on this side, or sometimes even here. Yeah, it's not every day, but some days I would wake up and feel like I just want to scratch myself. So, those who are very new here is probably I'm eating something that I'm not supposed to eat. Like today, what have I eaten? Today, what have I eaten? And I don't eat meat. I avoid meat. What have I eaten today? It's just a banana. And what else? Oh, also gave me some stuff. I don't know what that was actually. It was a mixed stuff. But I'm trying to understand what causes that reaction. Okay. Or maybe I need to take some dewormers. Sometimes actually when you start feeling funny with your body, all you need to do is take some dewormers and kill some parasites in your body. Parasites are major problems to our bodies. So parasites, I need a dewormer. This week I'll be looking for dewormers and maybe I'll see if that will change. So anyway, back to this face here. You can see.
So, guys, we can hear Mora. Mora now still in Argentina. And Mora talking about the warmer, the same dewormer that the sister talked about in Nigeria. And yet Argentina has clean water, not like in Africa, not like in Yabohanse. There's clean water there. And if she said he has a resident permit, Argentina resident permit, that all his papers are okay, I believe in the system, he also have the right to have a family doctor that will treat him free of charge. And also, just like he said that here, hospitals are free, medical services are free. And they can also give him, is it an ointment or what have you, to rub them. But probably from the raw mushroom that he went into the field picking. That can also be part of it. But then he's been eating a mushroom in his village. So but, it's like when content is not contenting. So what is there to come and be showing the whole world? This side of the leg, I had it, and now it's on this side. What is there to talk about? What is there when there's no content? Man, you're talking about this to your public to see where it's scratching you. Even when something is scratching you, you're telling the world, is this content? My God, I don't even know what to say again. So, and after this, he's talking about buying Mercedes that he needs advice, either Mercedes or either the kitchen. The wife likes a big car like Mercedes. And what about the Safari vehicle? Is that one no more part of it? Because we see all these stories. He will need like 10,000. He will need this because they go for money, what they largely had their hopes on. It's no more. So now a new strategy, strategizing every minute and placing all this burden on his vulnerable followers, vulnerable communities. Most of them, they have to work two, three jobs to be able to save and send something for him to live in a villa, to sustain his big lifestyle, flamboyant lifestyle, when those people are just working and working and working. For how long will these disciples keep on, sleeping? Their brain should wake up. Somebody's using you people here back to back, squarely. You gotta liberate yourself. You don't, then your pocket is going to leak. Your account will leak until you have nothing, even for your old age to live. You need something. You need to keep something for your old age when you want to live. You never know how long you're going to live. You can live up to 100. You can live up to 80. But you need something in your account instead of draining your account for a young man that can work for himself because he's not even appreciating you guys. He's begging 24/7. And that is a very ungrateful person because he like using ungratefulness against people. But his own sort of ungratefulness, it's not there in even the dictionary because it's begging every day. You don't give today, or you give him today, tomorrow he'll still beg you. And when you don't give, you're not a good follower. It's tasking you, using every tricks to task you guys. So wake up, Mura's followers. Wake up. He's using you guys back to back. When something is too much, it's too much. Let's call it spade a spade. He has hand. Let him also work. Yeah. From everything he wants to take from his people. So that's incredible. So I see all that and I said, wow. Now the sister too, we talk about the sister right now. The sister, after going to Jamaica and being loved, adored, worship in Jamaica, what happened? Incredible. What happened, Jamaicans? You guys thought you've seen it all. You haven't seen anything from this family. You haven't seen anything. So this is it. Let's play the stress before we talk. Are telling me that you is one of those fake because there is no way in hell you said you love and care about Jamaican people and you're going to strike my channel because I come up with a quick clip of your video congratulating you, telling you that whatever you are doing a good thing. And you strike my channel because I come talking positive, I come talking good about you. This really hurt me. I don't see nothing hurt me yet before. This me out weird. I mean, not even want this video too long. I, me never fell for the video, but me say let me do it. To show people how he really is. Mighty God, I can't believe the girls try me channel. Somebody who me a support. Hmm? The girls try me channel over a 2 minute clip because we come and do the review and I talk good things about this girl. The girls. So guys, this is one of her staunch Demon's fan, Jamaican, people that gave her a platform, gave her a foot to stand. And now what did she do? She jammed them. But she forget, Jamaicans are everywhere. They are everywhere in diaspora. Everywhere you find a Jamaican. Be it in England, be it in America, be it in even Antarctica, Australia, New Zealand, the Netherlands, Denmark, just name it. Ireland, they are everywhere. So when you attack one Jamaican and they take note of it very well, they know exactly, they will come for you too. So because these are people that adored and hosted they gave her the platform, most of the trusted followers, subscribers she had, most are Jamaican or Caribbean based subscribers. And they are the most loyalist subscribers you can think of, if I may say it. And that is the truth. That is the truth. Because they have always been there for them, for their whole family, supporting them, even when they don't even have. And anything, once they put out, they needed this contribution, they are always there to support. So I'm wondering why D should, it's like probably he wants a closure. She knows that she's never going to go back to Jamaica, or probably it's finished with the Kino, or probably is using Kino to punish them, or these are the two unlucky ones, or probably the other ones that we don't even know. But it's a shock because these are the hardcore subscribers that they all have in their family that has always been there to follow them, whether the Jamaicans in the Caribbeans, whether the whole Caribbean, or in the diaspora. So it's it's something else. But take heart, Esther. What can I say? Esther, take heart. So now we still have a who again? We still have the other girl, the Whitney. It's Whitney. We still have it's Whitney. So let's see what it's Whitney said.
Will be saying, oh, the copyright claim that I get was from a fake Deemon channel. It was a Deemon. What are you saying? If you don't know art, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. You understand? So all I have to say is I wasn't bringing down the Mongo. All I'm saying is that I didn't expect her to come and give me a strike. And as I said, I wasn't talking anything negative about her. There are a lot of people out there, as I said earlier in the video, they're talking about a bunch of things about her. Yeah, and she not see them, but it seems like now she on a rampage or I don't know what she's up to. I don't know, but people out there.
Oh my God. It's Whitney said she's on a rampage because there's so many dozens of people talking about her, but she didn't see them. And she saw her. And she's always protected her, been in her defense. She was a loyal follower of this family. But then I can see the poor girl, she's very calm while talking. Oh, and it's a pity. And I'm sorry for her, but let the truth be told. You don't treat people, even your hardcore followers. Reaction is here to stay. If you don't bring your dirty linen on the YouTube world, nobody will react on you. So reaction plays a pivotal part, hand in hand, with other content creators that put their shows out there. If you don't bring it, nobody will react. And through reactions too, many people get to know you. So it's like a wash my hand, I wash your hand. Each side compromises the other. So that is the tingo, that's the game. So it's not about hate. It's about reacting on what you said and analyzing it and just accepting. Well, probably you're right with what you showed us, or probably it could have been another way. So it's part of the game. So, but when we see the whole thing, it looks I don't really understand how to really put it better. All the same guys. So we're going to round up here. I don't want to make it too long because probably we're going live again tomorrow. So we see how this goes, and I wish you guys a very happy weekend. And let's hope Machete Man will, slow down and bring peace to the village. He can also apologize to Jane too and can also try to change. Try to change and be a better person for the society for once. And that's it. The same thing with the kids too. And let them, they know already who their father is. And I think they are also very afraid of him because he has shown those traits right inside his house before going outside to exhibit his bad side. So they all know him. So it's better for everybody to, pull in and bring the good part of him out and not this bad part that is almost a bad energy. Bad energy for the society, bad energy for even the public watching, the people that have poured out their heart to help this community, to help this village. Open your doors, open your mind, and be responsible enough to allow this help to continue to help to flow in your community. That's all I can say, Abu Hansan. So thank you guys for joining my show. Please don't forget if you haven't subscribed to hit the subscription button, like, share, and also leave a comment. And let's dialogue one and one. Let's agree and disagree. It's all a part of the story, part of the game. Thank you guys. Bye bye, and see you in my next episode. Bye.